Sonic Omen's devs have had their controversies before, but what the fuck? Why have you lot got to be freaks? I like this game as well. This planet is more than ready for the meteor. I'm back from Canada. I spent the whole week getting pissed out my fucking head, and I can upload again at a very shit upload rate because I'm lazy. All I care about is if the game is fun for me. And fun is subjective. We all find different things fun, and yet I'm a freak because I like Vanguard. But Sonic Frontiers is a game that suffered the treatment that almost anything that is new goes through. A load of hormonal dickheads who are on their never-ending period overreacting and calling the game shit and probably also calling Sega cunts. The internet is truly a beautiful thing, isn't it? I always say, as long as a game is fun, I don't care what other issues it's got. Unless the issues is that Sora was added into Smash. I will find every last one of you cunts and shit in your face. But what actually made Sonic games fun in the past? Well, it's important to understand why, because Frontiers needs to be fucking fun. And it'll definitely have its own ways, as you can see, for combat, and possibly the cyberspace stages, and also just the open world in general. But Sonic has had almost like a formula for what made his games actually fun, which is why a lot of games that go against that formula end up being completely shit. Frontiers has potential to be either incredibly boring or really good. For the 2D classic games, there was never an instant full speed button like the boost. Sure, the spin dash gave you speed, but it was never anything crazy. Speed in the classic games was something to be earned by knowing how to play. You could take full advantage of slopes and use them to fly across the stage in a way characters like Mario would never be able to because he's a little bitch. Of course, with the game being 2D and you going as fast as you can, it means a lot of bullshit can surprise you. Son of a bitch. But because the games had momentum and Sonic actually interacted with the environment, it made the game so much more enjoyable than it ever would have been without it. I mean, imagine playing Sonic 1 without having loops to instantly speed you up. Sonic 4 Episode 1 is a game that doesn't really have physics or momentum. Things are kind of just set at lock speed, same as the original Sonic 06, so the game was beyond stale and just really fucking boring. I mean, you're falling asleep while playing a Sonic game. That should never be a thing. One thing about Sonic games is that the best ones are the ones that are action-packed and always keep your attention. I made a point about this in my Sonic Unleashed video when talking about why I believe the Hedgehog is so hated. The slower-based gameplay is such a massive downgrade in the game's action that it just makes you want it to piss off. It's not like Sonic 06 where you go from being slower than a 90-year-old woman to being impossible to control. But Mach speed was complete shit back in the day, and that's because Sonic had a handicap. You couldn't jump in the air, but you jump so far that it's pretty much a guaranteed death anytime you try to jump whenever you're not perfectly straight. So clearly, Sega in 2006 were homophobic. This brings me to my next point though. Sonic needs to have a fun moveset. It is crucial to a game's enjoyment. If you play the original Sonic 1 without there being a spin dash, it just feels like something huge is missing. That's because the spin dash is a major game changer. It's part of Sonic's moveset and is part of what makes him fun to play. I main Sonic on Smash Bros. Ultimate simply because I just find his moveset to be the most fun to play. Sonic Adventure 1 and Project 06 allow Sonic to spin dash without needing to stop and charge one up, which is perfect, because having to stand perfectly still just to make yourself start moving again is really fucking jarring and a massive pace breaker, like the Wisps. You know those little shits that Sega just refused to let go of for like 10 years? Wisps look cool and all in Sonic colors at first, but then you realize they're just pace breakers, and it's even worse in Lost World when the game will always pause just to tell you the Wisp power-up has finished. Like, I know the game is targeted towards kids, and kids are fucking retarded, but like, no shit. Now, the Boost games completely changed Sonic's main moveset to one that on its own is fucking boring, but paired with stages made specifically for it, become a different kind of endless fun. Unleashed and Generations both have enjoyable stages that keep your full attention to the end and always keep you wanting to replay them, because one, they're difficult when you don't know what you're doing, so playing them again makes you get better, and then you can actually enjoy them. Two, they have a lot of hidden pathways and shortcuts and different routes that once again you'll only get to see when you know what you're doing. In Unleashed, an S-Ramp requires full mastery of a stage, doing it perfectly. And then the DLC stages were also just perfect for the game, as it just added more fun, making the stages twice as hard, as well as a few impossible ones, like the 5-lap one on Chun-Nam. That one could go eat my dick. In Unleashed and Generations stages, some parts were automated, but the levels had enough moments where input from the player was needed. Unlike Sonic Forces, where the entire level practically plays itself, and all you gotta do is just hold the boost button. Having the game play itself will always be boring. We buy games so we can play them. If I wanted to watch this shit, I'd go on Pornhub. But that's it for this video. I may do one on what makes Sonic games not very fun. Because let's be honest, there's a lot that just aren't fun. I think there should be more Frontiers gameplay soon. If so, God knows how people will react. For all I know, it'll make everyone turn against the game again. But yeah, leave a like, suck a dick. I'm joking. I love you. We like to have fun here. Cheers, lads. Until the next time, have a good one.